Racing on this occasion, though, was a fairly level line away. Dia Delarata the first to go. Patapus had jumped well. Scottish Trader from wide out left the gate smartly. Man Time's up there. Glimmer Girl pressing on. Behind those came Deep Cover, Incredible Hulk, Lady Legine. Further back behind them, Guns of Navarone, Imperial Venus and Firemaker settling down on the rails last. At the 600 though, and Dia Delarata worked through the bridle. He's travelling boldly up to the corner of the Chestnut from Patapus, and Man Time on the back of Dia Delarata. Over on the outside of those coming around the turn, Glimmer Girl right off the track, Scottish Trader. Deep Cover's back on the inside of Incredible Hulk, and then Imperial Venus. Dia Delarata at the 300s. The leader as Man Time tries to work around his heels. He's on the inside of Patapus, but Dia Delarata now about to be shown the Persuader with 150 to go. Clear by two. Man Time, Patapus. Nothing coming from further back. It's Dia Delarata's day. Dia Delarata too good. Ran through the line strongly to beat Man Time, Patapus, and then 2 lengths Lady Legine. Imperial Venus, Firemaker from last, and then Incredible Hulk. Then came Guns of Navarone. Next in Deep Cover, Scottish Trader, and the last to salute is Glimmer Girl. Dia Delarata. They started on a flat note for Vaughan Sigley. And they've got a bit of air in their tyres now after Dia Delarata's victory here. The Patronise gelding, another for Patronise, another of his progeny to win on soft ground. It continues. Deserved this. Had the race ripped from within his grasp last start. Today more emphatic. Beats Man Time, who sat on him all the way. And Patapus, who was up there on speed, and they did gap the others. No impression made from those back in the field. So Dia Delarata for owner trainer Vaughan Sigley. And that'll bring a smile to Vaughan after the start of the day, where he had to scratch a couple of runners there after a flat tyre en route to the races. Dia Delarata's 4th win in 25 outings. Patrick Carberry, he just showed the horse the Persuader and didn't really have to go for him all that much. He gave him 1 or 2 reminders, had him running through the line strongly from Man Time, who's by Denman from Timely Queen, Lindsay Smith and Glenn Smith, and Patapus by Patronise out of Patacat, Holly Lock and Sean McGruddy. 480, 180, 210 and 250, the tote details there. Let's head straight out to Britt Taylor there. She's with the irrepressible Paddy Carberry, who was very confident on this showy chestnut Britt over the final stages.
Thanks, Darren. Paddy, well, Vaughan Sigley's day didn't start off too well, but I think when you go into the mounting yard, you'll be greeted with a smiling man.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. He was having a bit of a joke about it before the race, but I said to him, oh, hopefully it's on the up now, mate. It's on an upward spiral, so it was good to get him over the line. It was a nice win, actually.
It was a nice win. Were you always feeling like he was travelling so strongly throughout running?
Yeah, he travelled really nice. He always skips out good, and on Wednesday when he worked, we just kept a fair bit in hand, knowing that he's probably going to start to look for a bit further, but his work was really nice, and he still had plenty left in the tank on the line on Wednesday, so it's good to see him bring that to the races, and great to get a win up for the team.
What do you think his best trip is?
Well, up until today he hadn't won over 1,000, but he's definitely, this time in, he's been tracking really well, and you know, just with Vaughan keeping him fresh, the 1,000's okay, but 1,200 is probably a better distance for him, but I guess it just depends on what's available for him.
Well, today the 1,000 metres worth the treat. Congratulations, Paddy.
Thanks, cheers.
Yeah, Vaughan Sigley joins us here. Vaughan, can you just explain the start of your day?
Oh, well, I won't start with breakfast, but yeah, no, look, mate, we just had a tyre blowout, and obviously we had all the tools there and whatnot to undo it, but because they do these things up with these air guns, and we couldn't get 3 nuts undone, so we had to get a truck in basically with the air tool on to get it out, and got the horses standing there waiting, and some are impatient and some aren't, but we didn't know how it was going to affect a couple of the runners today. Obviously the 2 younger boys never got a chance to go around, which was disappointing. I mean, we had owners come down from Geraldton, and one flew in from Bali to watch their horse go around, and now I just got to buy them a beer, but yeah.
Were you expecting that performance by Dia Delarata today, because he was probably a little bit stiff not to win last start?
Yeah, look, I knew he got rolled last start, but it was very close. But he was second up too, and today he doesn't mind the sting out the track. Today he was third up, and I thought it was probably a stronger field today. There was probably more horses that fancied the 5 furlongs today, and it was going to be tough. But look, he bounced. He travelled well there today, and obviously they all say it's leaders won there today. So, but he travelled well there today, and you could see at the 100 he was home. So yeah.
After a stressful day, you can have a smile on your face and have a beer and relax now.
Yeah, well, no, we still got a couple to go. So.
Any winners?
Well, let's hope, mate. That's all you can do. Every time you come here, you're hoping. But we had 60 today that could all run all right, and a lot of times you can go home with the tail between the legs. But we got one up today. It's great.
At least you can tell this story for a long time to come anyway, Vaughan. Your life's not boring. Well done.
I think there's a couple of owners there that'd like to forget it, but look, we'll move on.
It's a good story for us anyway. Well done.
Cheers.
There's Vaughan Sigley catching up with us here on Sky Racing after a really good performance by Dia de la Raza, who led all of the way from go to woe. That's race number 5. Platypus was pretty good back in second. Man Time had his opportunity back in third. Could have been the opposite way around. Well done to Lucy Warwick as well, who finished 4th on Lady Legene. So Dia de la Raza, Man Time, Platypus and Lady Legene, 6, 5, 7 and 12. We'll be back before the second leg of the quaddie here at Belmont Park today.
How's the birthday? Good, yeah. I just got away and then I'll give you a high five. Just hang on a second. I'm not allowed to touch anything.